Hello, people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep Roy Chaudhary, and I'm just a normal guy who talks about stuff that seems interesting and important to me. And today I'm going to talk about the fact that um, we are really going through a tough time in this entire world. From what I have heard, again, I actually haven't kept up with the news regarding the COVID, number of COVID cases that are coming in various countries daily. But at least from what I've heard, that it is definitely not over. uh, Again, I might be wrong. I am not keeping up with the news because frankly I'm just tired of all the doom and gloom that I've read from COVID, because frankly, who isn't tired? Since what I think I first heard of this pandemic during 2020, I guess, or maybe earlier, I don't remember, but for more than a year at least, it has been almost 1.5 years, I think, of this pandemic. And frankly, people are tired. But again, that does not mean that we should be complacent. That does not mean that we should stop wearing masks. We should still wear masks. We should still get vaccinated, and um, not even after getting vaccinated, you should still wear the mask, because what if people around you are not vaccinated? Plus, I have heard of vaccine shortages in some places around the world. So again, you might be vaccinated, but people around you might not be vaccinated. So it is better to still wear a mask, still maintain social distancing, and still wash your hands with alcohol-based hand sanitizers or soap or whatever is recommended by doctors and experts. I would say. But to say the truth, I am, the toll that the COVID has taken on people's minds, I think is something that we should also be talking about. I mean, I mean, these lockdowns, just you just staying at home all the time, and just so millions of people around the world, I think, have lost their jobs. Again, I am not an expert. You can look up the statistics regarding the loss of employment in various countries around the world, but I think millions of people have lost their jobs, and millions of people are in really dire financial situations. And it really is heartbreaking that I can't even blame the governments for declaring lockdowns. They have, the healthcare facilities would be would not be able to cope with the huge number of patients if the epidemic spreads spreads amongst too many people. Just look at what is happening in various countries. Just look at what is happening in India and Brazil. The number of deaths, I think, from what I've heard, India is the first country in the entire world that has stopped uh, 400,000 cases in a single day. So, not the kind of record that anyone would want to break. But unfortunately, the people in you know, you know India is going through a really really tough time. So, and I truly hope that this pandemic doesn't get a resurgence because of this, and India is able to bring the pandemic under control. So, and I've heard, again, I haven't kept up with the news, but from what I have heard or from what I have read, the US, Canada, these developed nations have also suffered from, or dealt with the second wave of COVID-19. I do not know what were their numbers, what were the number of infections, or number of infected people that were there during that second wave, or is that second wave still ongoing in those countries? I just do not know much about it, because I haven't kept up with the news. Because frankly, after a point, just seeing the news about people getting infected, people dying, and just the healthcare facilities not being able to cope up, the shortage of ventilators, shortage of oxygen cylinders in various countries, shortage of uh, hospital staff. And there's only a limited number of patients that the healthcare facilities of various countries can deal with. I But again, that is not justification for letting the governments off, and not laying some blame on the governments for not being able to cope with the number of patients, and for not being able to bring down the number of bring down the infection, or bring the infection under control in their countries. Because frankly, in various countries, I think there must have been lapses done by the people themselves. You can't always blame the governments if the people themselves are not wearing masks, if the people themselves are not maintaining social distancing amongst other people, from other people. If people themselves are not washing their hands with alcohol-based hand sanitizers or soaps or whatever it is that is recommended by doctors, if people are not following these basic rules, I would say, I mean, the pandemic obviously is going to spread more and more, and the pandemic is going to become more and more horrific day by day. I just cannot emphasize this enough, that I have heard some people around me saying that, these numbers are just made up. Whatever is happening around the world, people are exaggerating these statistics. I mean, really, do you really think that the entire world is just making up stuff, and the entirety of the pandemic is just a hoax? Can you, I mean, for the love of God, if even now you are not able, you are not going to acknowledge what is happening around you, I mean, I don't even know what to say to you. More on this in the next video. Until then, please consider liking this video, please consider sharing this video with your friends and acquaintances, and please consider subscribing to my channel. That would help me a lot. Until the next video, stay safe, goodbye, and God bless you.